Yo, yo, yo. What's the dealio? How everybody
What's
doing?
up? What's up?
It's your
What's good
boy.
with everybody?
We back. We back. Third week straight. 3 weeks in a row. Next week will be a complete month. That's what's up. Let me cut this. Let me cut this free YouTube music off. Last week I got a copyright strike somehow. Fooling with music and stuff. I don't know what happened. But we definitely are in the building.
Yes,
So
sir.
what's going on with you, Rob?
Oh man, nothing much. Just chilling. Just been chilling right now, pretty much watching my Galaxy Ultra travel all over the country.
Yo, I ain't know you live the same life as me. That's crazy.
Yeah, watching the Galaxy Ultra travel all over the country, watching everybody else get their videos out.
Yeah. Watching Forbes make the first screen protector video in the country.
Right, right, for sure. Hey, you ain't one of them guys that won't watch videos of the phone you're getting, or or do you kind of like minimize it, minimize looking at it?
It depends on how I feel about the phone for real. Sometimes I wouldn't do it out of pure jealousy, but now that I'm a little bit more older and mature, I really don't care. Sometimes it depends on how bored I am for real. I'm be real with you. That's just like am I bored? Do I feel like watching something or not? Like, and then it just depends on how good I really think the video is. Like,
Right.
I'm really looking for the videos now. Like, I don't want to see an outright review. I want to see a video of the phone doing stuff. So, like, I like the day in the life videos. I like the camera test where they might
Mhm.
compare it to a real mirrorless camera or something like that, and they
Right.
really get out there in the field with it. All that you just running down what you think, and like I want to see some results. I want to see what you did and the results, and I want to see you use it throughout the day and all that, and see how I want to see it put to use.
Yeah, cause like with me, like when I used to get it, I used to want to blurt out all the facts and all the high tech information about the phone. And now I'm getting to the point now where I just pretty much just want to just get the phone, and then if something come up that I notice or something that's interesting about the phone, I'll figure out a way to make a video of it and just present it to the public. I'm trying to get away from being, too technical with my videos now. I'm trying to be more just casual. Yeah, I got the ultra. Um, here's a few things I learned, and I'm just showing you what I learned type of stuff.
Yeah, not so predictable.
Yeah.
Pause.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I completely understand because sometimes like I don't want to do this. I get it, unbox it, ain't nothing in the box. Setup, same setup as the last 59 phones that came out.
Right.
Like like I want to give it a different look. And sometimes I just want to. I'm at the point where I'm not buying stuff. This stuff that I buy and put on YouTube is not stuff that I buy because I mainly want to put it on YouTube. This stuff is my stuff. It's my phone. I want to put my hands on it too and set it up and see what it is for myself. So now I'm not as heavy on like, oh, I can't open the box till it's time to make a video. It's like everybody made that video a million times. Everybody took the phone out of the box a million times already. You know what I'm saying? So the
Right.
video that's gonna hit for me is something different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's almost like, the way YouTube is in the tech space, you almost have to invent and try to figure out new ways to give out helpful information. You know what I'm saying? Without uh being too preachy about stuff, and telling people, like I'm trying to get away from telling people, you know, uh too much technical stuff. I don't want to fall into that like I'm talking over somebody, trying to
Mm.
sound like I'm a know-it-all too much.
Yeah, I completely understand. That's where I'm at with it. Shout out to Jazzy Jeff in the building. Shout out to my man Phone Tech at Work, Mr. Alan Anthony in the building, member of the infamous Team 100. And so in Philly, Jazzy Jeff, also my man, member of the infamous Team 100 also.
Yep.
But
What
yeah,
up,
I'm with you. I'm with you on that, Rob. Like putting a different spin on it. Like not always having to do the same thing and the same content with the same shit. But I am like I am tired of waiting. I don't know why my phone went from goddamn Texas to Philadelphia to like it keep passing me. It went to Texas from Texas to Philadelphia,
Right.
which just passed me. Then it came back past me again because it went from Philadelphia to a place in Maryland called Laurel, which
Right.
is south of me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they just zigzagging. They zigzagging the you know what I mean the crap out of the phone. You know what I'm saying? Come on, get my phone in here. Get my
Yes. Your phone's taking a tour of the country.
yeah, exactly. Same shit as you for real.
Yeah. I don't know. Forbes lucky though. He right in Texas. He probably a few blocks from the distribution center.
And Forbes, yeah, that's the thing. Yes, that's the difference. And I was like, yo, I'm the type of motherfucker. Like, if I ever move to another state, like decide to relocate, I fuck around low key, take that into consideration. Like, yeah, let's move closer to Sam's. Let's move right next door to Samsung. Fuck around, knock on the door. Yeah, I'm already here. You might just give my shit.
It'd probably be your luck they'd drive right by your house and put it on the plane.
Right. Then I look at the fucking UPS app. My phone will say Baltimore. It's crazy.
Oh man.
Oh, man.
So really, I think since other than Samsung and our struggles waiting on our phone, one of the highlights was Apple had an event, released that 17E or whatever that is, that budget 17 phone, and MacBook Neo.
They released the baby.
Yeah. Now, this is what I mean. I'm gonna. I don't want to. Before we start diving off into what Apple does, it just popped in my mind. Samsung got a nice lineup of A series phones. Why don't they push their phones, man? Why don't they try to have an event and include their A series in some of their unpack?
I think they sell so many A series. I feel like this might be it, honestly. The A series is gonna sell. Like the vendors that they push those a lot of times, they sometimes prepaid devices or through certain carriers, or you go on Verizon is the phone that's $7 a month. So they don't have to prove those devices. Like they don't have to, they not trying to, they not the high end devices. So the people that's spending the money is the people that's watching the events and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The people that's buying them A series, they not watching no events. They going in there and say, okay.
I beg to differ because I remember a while ago it was some years ago. I think I picked up like an A series phone, and when I tell you, I got a lot of interest in those phones and in those videos. Most of it though was from like countries like India, more,
outside of the States,
outside of the European market, Canadian, North American market. That phone drew a lot of interest from the Asian market, for sure.
And you know what? I'm not gonna say like I didn't believe you, but now that I'm thinking about it and you saying what you saying, I did have like last year I bought a Motorola G Power.
Mhm.
And I did like a full on review of that phone. Like, I didn't do a whole bunch of reviews, but I did use the phone, and I made like a nice little review. That review, like, it was different. Like, you know how some things, like some of my content would shoot up and then it'll go stagnant. That review had like the most consistent view and duration, like of a watch time, and it just steadily climbed. And people still comment on that today, like, "Yeah, I just got that from Walmart, and oh my goodness, like, I can't believe how good it is for this price or whatever price they paid for it." It'll be a lot of people that, you know, I got it from on a prepaid deal just for 57 cents, and it's a great phone, and like, but it's steadily climbing still from last year, and people still comment and talk about that experience with that phone. So you know what, you right there.
Yeah. Cause I was thinking about maybe picking up, cause I do know the next one that's due to come out is the A37. And it's supposed to, I think it was supposed to come out maybe next week. And it's coming in at $399. And I was wondering if I should even think about picking one of those up and just seeing if it'll get some traction.
It would, like, if it do like that Power did, that Moto G Power,
hmm
it probably definitely might do something, you know, because like you said, India is a big one. It was at one point on my channel where I had more viewers from India than the United States.
Wow.
Like, it was like 19% US, 21% India.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I like the formula that you got going on right now with some of how you do your videos. So I think it'll work even. I think your formula will work even better with budget phones because you keep people up to date with software updates. You keep them abreast about the changes of the phone. You know what I'm saying? You got that formula where you just you can just you kind of dropping these tidbits of information that people are really gravitating to. So I
That's
kind of think that's something. Well, I think something like that will work with a A series phone or something like that.
and you know what? I fell off of that for a while because life got in the way. But that was just a really good way of, like, with them Pixel. Like, I was like, yo, I'm not buying phones to try to get views on my YouTube channel. I said I'm gonna take a phone. So I said I was basically like, the way I started doing that is I experimented. I had the 7A, and I was like, yo, I'm not buying like a 7 Pro or 7. I got the 7A. I'm gonna just, because you know the 7A come out a little bit before the 7 Pro and all that. And I said I'm gonna just dig into it. Like, every update, I'm just gonna keep coming up with angles to make about this phone. And I had a real nice A series following behind that phone. I think I got one review with the 7A, which is that got like 20,000 views, and that's a lot for me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And it was like, but it wasn't like just no, it wasn't like I feel like that was something I created. It wasn't a just like, oh, I got lucky. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just kept touching on it and updating, and you know, the little problems that was coming about, people talk about. I would make a video about it, even if I have a whole bunch of time. And it worked. It was definitely working around that time. Shout out to Spectacular Gadgets in the building. What's good?
What's good
Appreciate
with you? Thanks
you.
for
What's
coming
going on?
by.
But
But
yeah,
yeah, you know what? I was just thinking we might have to get Spectacular in on one of our streams. I like to get her point of view on things and you know see how she's get a woman's point of view on some of our subjects and let her get in on one of our review video, one of our videos where we looking at stuff and reacting to it.
okay. Yeah, I'm with that. I'm with that. You gonna have to set that up.
Yeah. Forbes, when he said, "Whoa, what did you keep touching like that?" What are you talking about? What did you keep touching like that?
What are you talking about?
I have
Oh,
no
oh, the
idea.
phone. When I was like, oh, cause no, I was like, I kept like touching on it, like every little thing about people. Oh, the thermals. Oh, is the fluid? Is the tins any good? But yeah, I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Real comedian.
She said, "Yeah, we definitely have to set that up." Yeah, for sure. I'm down
Uh,
with that. So I kind of took us off subject though, but you want to talk about the Neo real quick while we got some time, or before we get into this reaction video? We're gonna do a quick reaction video for y'all early on.
well, You want to just go ahead and just get into the reaction? But we can talk about.
All right, well let me go ahead and get the information, get the video.
Go ahead. I'm gonna just tap dance for the chat.
All right.
Go ahead and I'm gonna tap dance. But yeah, shout out to everybody over on what is that? Shout out to everybody over on Threads, man. I've been playing Threads pretty heavy, man. I like to go places and see what folks is posting a lot of tech and without the confusion. Like they got their arguments over there, and I have like I'm be honest with y'all. I have put out a post for engagement. I have asked the idiotic question just to see if I would give people the bite. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie to you. I've done. I'm guilty. You know, I just did. I ain't had nothing else better to do. Sometimes your boy is a fool, but definitely a nice tech community over there. Like I like seeing nice stuff, nice tech. That give me ideas and make me look at things differently. I like to see Apple. I like to see Android. Like I see they got the Dare algorithm now where you can put Dare algorithm. Oh, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see that. Then I almost got to an argument because I seen their algorithm. I don't want to see Android phones. I'm like, dog, you just reaching now. You looking for the you know what I'm saying?
Right.
The backhanded comment for real. And shit, definitely over there, man. It's a lot going on. It's pretty dope. Definitely enjoying the vibe. Better. It seemed like X is just falling apart. You go over there, you watching the videos and stuff like that. People post over there, it barely play back. I think you can get a blue you can get what is a blue check?
Blue check mark.
A blue check is about $2.50 a month right now. Man, that shit fell off.
Yeah, it has changed a lot. All right, let me go ahead and get my screen share together. All right. Just trying to snap. Pulled up the wrong.
Oh
Hey man, you know how it is, all this.
Man, I don't know motherfucking thing.
I know you don't know nothing.
I don't know nothing. Yeah, what's going on? But yeah, and I actually had a nice little post that I put out there. But if you're not following me on Threads, BG underscore tech life, follow the Threads because I put up a post and I wanted to see what the type of tech everybody was using and what was their favorite piece of tech. And I'm actually looking for the post now, and I can't really find it right now because I'm slow. Just a little bit.
Here we go. Screen share. Screen.
Oh yeah, here we go. Shout out to everybody that came through. So we got I just picked up what's your favorite piece of tech or whatever. So okay. Do I have to put it up right or do I have to add it to the stage?
Not yet.
Okay. Just let me know. I'm gonna keep rocking. But yeah.
All right, let me know. I got my screen share. Go ahead and let me pop it up there and see what is. Video right here.
Oh,
Is it showing? All right, that's my desktop.
you may take this down till you ready.
Yeah, I thought I had it.
But shit. Shout out to my man right here. I think he be in Easy Streams. He showed the Xiaomi 15 Pro. Let me see. Y'all can see that. Yeah. So that's dope having a nice little import. I would like something like that. Nice little import, not too expensive. Something to different, try the sensors out, things of that nature. But shout out to him. I know a lot of y'all know him. He be in Easy Streams. Hold on. We got Septian. He got it looked like an M2 MacBook Air, or it might be an M4. I don't know. He got the navy blue. So let me see here. Can y'all see that? MacBook Air looking nice. That's what I'm on right now. I'm on the M4 MacBook Air baby blue joint. So shout out to him for that. My man holla at your boy. He got the hold on. Let me cause I asked him what type of keyboard this is. He's an Apple fanboy, so he got that real nice aesthetic. This is the Low Free Flow 2.
Oh yeah, I was looking at that today.
Yeah, that's a clean keyboard right there. Holla at your boy, your fellow YouTuber, man. Go ahead and check him out. But that's a clean little aesthetic right there. I like that.
I've been rocking this new free one off and on. That's
clean. I like that.
That's one of the competitions of those people at Low Free. All right.
Let me get this out real quick. Pause.
Right.
Let me my man Jazzy Jeff in the building. Heat Fold 7 showing off. Most definitely. You know what I'm saying? He got the Fold. A lot of people rocking with that Fold 7, man. If it would have, I need them to put the S Pen back on and we be straight. And this look like a Tesla right here. Let me see. This is the Model 3, little Model 3 Tesla. My man showing off. He gassing up not gassing up, but charging up the Tesla, getting ready to bust moves. Oh yeah, you know what? I'm the same way at work when I'm working because I like to have that number pad. Oh man.
I can live without it. It's no big deal.
I you know what I'm saying? I gotta input a lot sometimes, but yo, from this company called Ola, just a gaming keyboard from them. I don't got to cut on right now, but yo, mechanical keyboard,
yeah,
yo, it's dope, yo. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. This and it's got personality. It's not just straight mechanical or gamer. It's got RGB, but you can make it one solid color with though. It's not just like looking cheesy. It's got a lot going on, and it's got a nice little display and a nice little aluminum button. A lot of different features on this thing, and I utilize this thing when it's time to really go to work for real.
All right, hey, pop the video. Let me see if it's going to pop up, and then we're gonna give everybody. You want to give
McDonald's just tried his own burger, and his reaction is going super viral. All right,
hold on. Do you want me to?
So let's set it up real quick. I'm quite sure.
What the hell is even that?
That is so.
I gotta pause it.
Yeah,
I'm in control. Okay, all right. So that's different. Yo, so
the CEO of McDonald's tried to talk about a new burger called the McArch. Can you hear me, BG?
Yeah, okay.
Okay. And he did such a weird job of promoting the burger, man, and it went viral. Everybody started clowning this guy because he kept calling the burger a product. And you can tell this guy does not even eat McDonald's on a regular basis. So it got to the point where after he did this, everybody started making fun of him. Burger King, even A&W took a shot at you. How A&W taking shots at people? But yeah, go ahead, Run them and let everybody see the video and get their reaction.
And first of all, we got some weirdos in powerful positions and run the world. Because he all Epstein Island in the face, but let's keep it going.
The CEO of McDonald's just tried his own burger, and his reaction is going super viral.
All right, the moment of truth.
What the hell is even?
What he like? First of all, Yo was extra with the bite. If you look at the bite, he go to bite, and you see how, like, if I'm pause, you know what I'm saying? First of all, pause. If you gonna bite a burger and you leave that little dent, come on, like that's crazy.
But then when they showed another shot of it make the bite look bigger. Like it was another shot from a different camera angle. They cut away, then they cut back to him, and the bite was bigger than the actual one he took.
He probably made somebody else bite the burger. Epstein Island. Let's go.
Burger called the Archburger, and he was making a review trying this food. But the first weird thing is that every time he talked about it, he didn't call it a burger. He kept calling it a product. And when he take a bite out of this burger, everyone was saying he looked disgusted. And that isn't even the worst part either. The CEO has actually done multiple.
It kind of looked like AI a little bit when he bit the burger. I ain't gonna hold you.
Food reviews before, and every single time he takes a bite, the video cuts immediately. And now people are convinced that he is spitting it out.
Chris K here. You've heard about it. Here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already. It's in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So, all right, the moment of truth.
Like, but how are you going to sit there and say how are you as the CEO saying the moment of truth? It should have already been a fucking moment of truth before you even put the sandwich out. How you saying the moment of truth now? And you're like, yeah, this product, a product. This is food. You calling it a product. That's how you know this shit is made out of mystery meat for real. They calling that shit a product. They like, how can you make the cheapest cheeseburger? So you know that whatever type of meat they using, they look at it as a product. So It ain't even really like, he not really looking at this shit like, wow, this is no gourmet shit. This is no, you know what I'm saying? No ground.
Yeah. We got some quality ground beef. He didn't show the process that it was real.
Like, we got the product, like the product for the consumer. He said it like it's a fucking drug. I got the product.
That is so good. That's a big bite for a big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger.
You could take it down.
We got the product.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Gotta watch out for them goddamn. So now that you know that McDonald's, they not looking at this shit like no gourmet. They looking at it like a product. They call, I got the product. Like, this no shit that he was, okay, here we go. I'm doing something I've never done before. Eating the bullshit that I'm selling to millions of people.
He looks so uncomfortable. Like, he doesn't look like a person. He doesn't look like somebody relatable to begin with in the first place.
That's why you gotta be very careful what you do out here. I'm telling you, what you messing with out here. The way he just did that, it's like, imagine, as weird as it sounds, this is the man making decisions with your life. Because you feel like, you know what I'm saying? These companies is going out here and they making millions of these burgers. So they want to cut the overhead as much as possible. So when they come into the room with him and the scientists say, listen, we got a imitation beef, and this imitation beef tastes like beef, but it's only one thing. It's got product X in there. Right. And it may be just a little cancer causing. It's a possibility of a little bit, but it could save you fucking 50 cents a burger. You times that by billions of burgers, it'll save you $1 billion. He gonna be like, well, fuck it. If we get sued, by the time somebody sues, we done made so much money, we don't even care at that point.
Right. But here's another thing too, another point. You could tell when you are surrounded by yes men, because not one person told him how odd he looked in that video. And that's the worst thing that can happen is that if you're surrounded, this goes for any part of your life, you're surrounded by anybody who's afraid to tell you that's not a good look, it's something you need to worry about. Because that had to go through their lawyers, that had to go through their social media people. It had to go through so many layers of people before they released that. And not one time during the whole process did anybody tell this guy, I don't think we should put this out. This ain't gonna be a good look.
All Epstein Island. And that's the 1%. That's one of the motherfuckers that was, you know what I'm saying, standing behind the orange guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say too much, but yeah. Now, these people, those type of people that with that type of power, they live in a bubble.
Yeah.
They live in a bubble. Oh, thanks, Alan. Yeah, they said that to me for review. I was like, man, that shit kind of dope, man. I gotta check this out. So I'm just taking a look at the streams.
Yeah, go ahead. Read over, take
the comments. Okay. So you doing the right thing, Spectacular Guys, staying away from that McDonald's. I ain't gonna lie. I really don't like eat McDonald's. How do you say, like, I'm not really big on like the lunch shit.
Right.
But I will fuck a steak bagel up.
They breakfast bagel.
Yeah, I will fuck that breakfast up. But yeah, let's see what TJ talking about. Shout out to TJ in the building. Not even the gourmet restaurants were so bad like that, and that food is even processed too. Yeah, like he wasn't even chill. Like, this some chill shit I do. Like, yeah, we got another banger. You know what I'm saying? Right. For all that money you make, like, you couldn't act normal for a half a fucking second. You couldn't fake being normal, a regular person. That's
where it comes back to not having people in your party to tell you this is not a good look.
You are Epstein Island, sir. That's what I'd have said. You looking all Epstein Island, sir. When are you gonna fire me for this?
Just get Shaq. It was like everybody else does. That way Alan said.
Cause he gonna give you a believable, big hungry man. Oh yeah, right. Good. And that's it. Get the fuck up out of there and cash the check.
Man, it was all I know is Wendy's and Burger King came out taking shots at him. And Burger King went as far as saying, and our shake machine still actually works and stuff. So I'm like,
I ain't even gonna lie. You know who got I ain't even gonna lie. I think right now in the area that I live in, as far as fast food, if I gotta mess with some fast food, we got some Roy Rogers out here.
Oh, okay.
They got it. They over a lot of these other spots. Yeah. If I gotta fuck with something out here, even the chicken banging, way better than KFC, Popeyes, all that shit. All this shit out here is like they never clean the fryer. Chicken be dark skinned. Fuck is this chicken for?
He said chicken be dark skinned.
Yeah. It tastes like grease. You be sick at it with your whole stomach feel like it's coated in grease.
They said Five Guys don't really they got nice burgers, but they're expensive.
Yeah.
You have a Five Guys in Baltimore?
Yeah, we got Five Guys out here. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It is expensive. And cause like it is expensive. Last time I had some Five Guys, it was like a couple years ago though. I was at work and I was working with this dude and we stopped at Five Guys to get something, something to eat or whatever. Cause we was like traveling, so we had to go, we had to get back to where we came from or whatever. Right. So I'm like, Yo bought me some Five Guys. Yo was like, man, I got you. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I hope, you know what I'm saying? I hope he's not watching this now. But like, you know, he was, I don't know, he was just kind of like a weird dude for real. I was like, man, I hope he don't think that we homeboys now because he done bought me this Five Guys, man. I don't really like nobody buying me no goddamn dinner or lunch or nothing like that. Because it is expensive because it came to like $40-something. I'm like, he's like, man, I got you. I was like, I don't like owning a motherfucker like you.
Right. Yeah, that Five Guys for 2 people, man. That'd be like almost $50-$60.
Right. That's kind of weird. That's kind of strange. But
yeah, phone tech at work. Alan said he missed Roy Rogers. Only 2 in South Jersey.
It's like that out here for real. They few and far between in the state of Maryland. You know what I'm saying? But then when you find one, especially the right one, I'm telling you, blessing it, especially if you wanna, because it's just so much. I feel like these days it's so much overhyped food. Everybody everywhere you go, they got what's the shit everybody want now? It's either oxtails or we got oxtails, we got what's the lamb chops? Everybody's selling all this you know what I'm saying? All this overpriced food that they don't even cook well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody's trying to fast food, turn soul food into fast food.
Yeah. I ain't really with that. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
We got
it is getting out of hand though.
Yeah, like what you want for lunch? Well, we got lamb chops and they come with a lobster tail, and it's $65. What the fuck?
Yeah, them famous barbecue restaurants. Yeah,
Famous Dave's, that shit overrated. Mission Barbecue, that shit overrated. I might put something on the grill tomorrow. But yeah, so now let's go ahead. We're gonna take it back to the tech guys. We got a little caught up. You know, I think everybody, you know, once we get to talk about food, everybody gets on the bandwagon. You know who be having the best food, honestly?
Who?
Alan Anthony. Mr. Alan Anthony on his stories.
On his stories?
Alan on the stories, he be everywhere.
Yeah.
This motherfucker be eating good, bro. Alan eat good, bro, on his story, bro. All right, he let he know. I'm not lying. I like this. Yeah. I'm like, yeah, you okay?
Only thing missing is him tasting the food and doing like what's his name? God bless, and then leaving a big tip.
For real, he might as well go ahead and just get the little one of them little Osmo pockets or one of them joints. Go ahead, Alan, just go ahead and start doing the food because he out here eating swell. No bullshit, all quality. Like we talking about this Roy Rogers and this little budget shit. And no, Alan be like, yeah, got lobster tails today, and tomorrow we got king crab legs straight from the Bering Sea. And
he for the Bering.
Yeah, but let me go ahead.
Oh man. He said, Alan said, tenderism.
Yeah, oh yeah, he with that. That's the movement. Yo, we got to talk about tenderism too. Like, I don't know what's going on with tenderism. Like, is that a real thing or not? Like with him and leaving that destination barbecue place, and I'm
yeah, he left. He got his own spot.
But is he really a cook though? Is tenderism?
Yeah, he a cook.
So he was cooking food at destinations,
right? Yeah. And with a personality. All right.
Now, let's talk about this. And let's talk about Apple, guys. Apple dropped a couple products on us. They dropped some pro tier products and they dropped some budget products. Now I was a bit taken back. That's how you would say that. Yeah, as somebody that's in the tech community, I was a bit taken back by some of the elites in the tech community actually coming after the budget products. I was like, wow, like we know. Come on, if you out here editing, get 4K from your Sony mirrorless camera at 60 frames per second, we know that the MacBook Neo is not for you.
Right.
We know that. We know you that's way beneath you. So, like, why would you know what I'm saying? We know that, sir. But so Apple came out, they dropped the M4 iPad Air, which I think is dope. Very powerful iPad right there. I think like content creation, basically anything you want to do with that M4 chip in there. I'm working with an M4 MacBook Air right now.
Right.
M5 Pro and Max, that's when we get into the money. You know what I'm saying? I haven't yet stepped up to this Pro or Max tier of the Apple silicon chips. Maybe one day I will. And they got the Studio Display, another high-end product that probably costs the same thing as my setup. But they say it's real good for editing and things of that nature. Now, if y'all see me, just like, but you never know, guys. Like, we talk about moving up and elevating. If you go to my YouTube channel and look at my first video, I was laying on the bed with a phone pointed at another phone on the sheet, talking about how I rooted my phone. That's like one of my first videos, laying on the bed, but just holding my phone like this over another phone.
Damn.
So, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say I'm crazy now. I got something insane going on now, but you do, if you keep at something, you eventually get better at it.
Right.
But
so do you think these MacBook Neos have will make a difference when it comes to people making a decision between a low-end PC laptop, Windows laptop, or a Chromebook? You think these Neos will make headways?
Yeah, I think so, for real. Honestly, I think because for the simple fact that, first of all, no matter what, to common folks, Apple is always going to be status. If a product got an Apple on it, Apple logo, especially the way these young kids look at just the whole blue bubble, green bubble thing, any Apple device has a stat. That's a status symbol. I don't care how budget it is.
Right.
So with these being Apple laptops, full-on laptops, is a status to it. And at the student cost, you could get it for $499, the base one.
Right.
So you getting close to, like, them Chromebooks and stuff. You buy them new, you spend $250 plus tax, $300. It's like, why not get the Apple actually full-on laptop, or get a laptop? Because at the end of the day, for a budget laptop, I believe what this got, the A18 Pro or the A18 Pro processor in it.
An A18 Pro chip.
Right.
They got 6 cores of CPU, 2 performance cores. It's got a 5-core GPU, which is a graphics processor, which means you can be able to play some decent games on there. You can't run no Cyberpunk or something like that on there, but it's decent. They say you can edit ProRes and ProRes RAW with it.
It ain't even no need for all that.
Right.
Most people that's gonna buy this don't even know what that is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
13-inch LED backlit display with IPS technology, 500 nits of brightness, 16-hour battery for video streaming, up to 11 hours wireless web. Type USB 2 port. That's the thing that's about it. Should have had a Thunderbolt port at least, but a USB 3 and a USB 2 Type-C ports on the side.
Well, what I'm gonna say is, honestly, to keep it funky. This is good. This is good. Like if you think about it, think about your average. You know what I'm saying? Think about your average teenager.
Right. That's
You know
all
what
they
I'm saying?
need.
Think about your average teenager. This is all they need. Like, all right, boom. So this is powerful enough. This can do everything. Same chip as the iPhone 16 Pro, which is a powerful. One reason that I always will have Apple devices around, even though I'm an Android guy, is they have powerful processors. So iPhone 16 Pro is a powerful device. You can do 4K editing on there. You can do a lot of stuff on device with that device. So this laptop, not only school type stuff, like first of all, that's nothing. All the Windows, like all the stuff that you might have to do with school, PowerPoints, Word, internet browsing. That laptop won't even blink at that. Then let's say you do put a Final Cut on there, or you get the little creator package or whatever.
Right.
Now you want to do some vlogging. Listen, one of my favorite podcasts is shot in 1080. You can do 1080 on this all day. Oh, you can.
It's got a 1080 front facing camera on it too.
Right. That's a, you know what I'm saying? You can really put it together with that. I like this option right here. People tell me, oh, it's not. It's like, yo, this is not for you. If you already, you know what I'm saying? If you know about when the Apple event come out and what's about to come out, this ain't for you.
Yeah, this right here, they got a winner. They putting Windows and Chromebooks on notice. And I think just based, like you said, based on just the fashion aspect of the phone, how much weight it carries in the pop culture, this is going to sell regardless. It's going to be a seller for them.
Yeah, I'm on it. I like it a lot. I like it for. I always believe in buying children, not even just children, but even if you're an adult and you want to start a small business or you want to keep track of some stuff or whatever, you know what I'm saying? You want to vlog or experiment. This you can affirm this. You see what I'm saying? Right. This is havable. Now when we get to talking about, oh well, we need 1,700 and we gonna add another 8 gigs of RAM for another 250 and we in the $2,000 range. Now that ain't you see what I'm saying?
Right.
But this I always think about inclusivity. You know what I'm saying? Like I always like when Pixel first started making the A series, I liked the A series because it was a nice phone that had a nice software experience and you could take a nice picture at a inclusive price, a price where not saying that everybody always got $300 or $400 to buy a phone, but I'm saying when they do get that, they can get something that's quality. And this is, to me, this is like for that price point, this is solid as it's going to come, especially brand new. Now, we talk about used and all of that type of stuff, which you could get on the used market for $500-$600. That's not for the person that's buying this because they want to walk into the store, they want to buy something new, buy something under warranty. They don't know about, okay, well, I can go get the M2 with this, that, and the third. They don't know about all that.
Right. And especially at the with the materials this is made out of and what have you, I would think also the repair costs wouldn't be that high either. And if you bought somebody a refurbished, let's say high-end M2, it will probably maybe cost more to fix it.
Right.
You know, so I would be worried about, giving somebody young who might be stepping into their first laptop something that's a refurbished high end, because if it breaks, it's probably might going to cost more than it would to buy a brand new Neo.
I mean, I feel, this is perfect because it's like, you know what I'm saying? You buy kids like going to school, going to college and stuff, you buy them laptops and the entry level for Apple because like, you know what I'm saying? Around here, we use all Apple stuff. So, well, not me, right, but everybody else don't care. They don't even know what anything outside of Apple is. So it's like, when you get them when you go to get them a laptop, when it's time for them to go to the college or they, you know what I'm saying, later years in high school, we will go get a M1. You know what I'm saying? Or the Air. You see what I'm saying? But that's still over $1,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now, boom, I think that's a great I normally don't share tech stuff sometimes on like my private socials, but I just like, yo, this is good. This is something, an investment for your kids so they can get some interest and think about, when you get into technology and stuff and you find hobbies and stuff, that's good for the future because then you can get an idea of what you want to do with your life.
Right. Right. I agree. Not much to say about that 17E. It's basically a budget phone, $599. It does offer some, a decent processor. Pretty much probably the best processor you can get for a phone in that price range. It's probably better than any Tensor you can get on a 10A or 9A. Probably better than any MediaTek you can get on a A-series Galaxy phone, and probably better than any MediaTek you can get on a Motorola. So, it all depends on, I guess, if you prefer Android over Apple. But the 17E at their price point and what it brings to the table is, I think, is a good value also.
Yeah, I agree with you, and I feel like sometimes Apple just makes stuff like everything is like today. I feel like there's enough phones out here where phones have gotten so good that even most of the phones that are just okay are good enough to do whatever you want to do with them. And I feel like sometimes it's just an aesthetic. Like somebody that might go buy this phone, they might just like, oh, I like this. This is a minimal. People like minimalism and stuff like that. And that's what's like, oh, this nice minimalism, or this is white, it's clean. You know what I mean? I like a camera. That's nostalgic. Having one camera on the back of the phone. Like the people, I feel like sometimes people like me, like something like one reason I still pick up flips because I just vibe with the I like I like the vibe of this device. It's not really about so much about what what can it do, and this is pictures, and is the battery life. It's just like I feel like it's neat. You know what I'm saying? I connect with it on a different level. You see what I'm saying? Like almost like an extension of me level, like almost like an accessory, like a hat or a watch. You see what I'm saying? At this point, sometimes, and I feel like that's how people connect with that technology sometimes. Like, oh yeah, like I could go and buy a fucking iPhone 15 Pro right now for $500 or $600, or 16 Pro for $500 or $600, but I go buy the E because I like this is you know what I'm saying. I'm a smaller person. I got small hands. I like a small phone, and it's a clean look. And I just feel like people connect with devices on that level now, not just I need the most bang for my buck all the time.
Right. Now, the one thing that I do see is a drawback for this phone, and I know how you feel about eSIMs, and I think a budget phone should be an eSIM phone. To me, that's my opinion. I just think you should be able to, because if you're buying a budget phone, that means you might be the type of person who don't necessarily have like to rock out with the big carriers. You may want to rock out with a Cricket or one of the smaller prepaid services out there. And I think personally, eSIM with a prepaid service is kind of weird. I would prefer to have a SIM card.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that because for the simple fact that how do you say, like, and then somebody that's using that phone, like let's say somebody that's that into Apple, like let's say, like I said, aesthetics. They might have a couple other iPhones. Like we really feel like a phone extension in itself. Some days I like to carry the flip. One day I might like to mainly be on the iPhone, and I feel like that gives you the power to go. It's people that pick up different phones every day. They got them set up how they want them, and they pop a SIM from one phone to the other phone. Today I want to carry my LG phone. Tomorrow I want to carry my Samsung. So I feel like every phone, of course, should have a SIM. But yeah, especially like a little phone like this, it may be your backup phone. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
When you break your main phone but yeah, it's definitely that eSIM is definitely in the way, especially like because you got people that's hardcore Apple that would like this phone, like the aesthetic, but it's like, all right, today I don't want to carry this phone because I'm going somewhere where I'm going to be out. I want to carry my Pro Max. I want to take pictures, so I need my Pro Max today.
Right.
And what to go for? Now it's like, well, eSIM getting service from one phone to another phone with an eSIM is kind of like a fucking permanent situation.
Right. Hey, you want to take it to the chat and see what everybody is saying since we had a long little, nice little stretch of conversation.
Discourse. Hold on. I'm getting confused. Hold on.
It's TJ.
No, I got the two mouses and I had the mouse and then I forgot that we got the screen up. But yeah, shout out to TJ in the building, man. That I would say that computers will be more like for students that are in class and stuff. Yeah, for sure. I would say anything that's in that price range from MacBook Air, anything under that price, a lot of times those computers not worth it. Yeah, they not. A lot of that stuff get viruses, and it's probably, you know what I'm saying, cheap, and it ain't lasting, and you're not gonna have a good experience with it. And at one time you gotta do one intense thing with it, like hop on StreamYard, it might melt. I thought 17 was like $1,000. Now the 17E is starting at $599. So if you got a student discount or something like that, definitely dope. Let me see. I see this one more can smartphone do than a phone that has 4 screens, backup, folder, and stuff, or anything of that sort. The slow phones just basically does not have folding. Okay. And we got Mr. Allen still in the building. You can get a phone and a MacBook and the AirPods for under $1,000. And that's sure enough.
Yeah.
$500 for this. For the MacBook Neo. Did I freeze up?
No, you good. Oh yeah, you froze up on online.
Yeah, maybe I could. I'm gonna give it a second.
It might 500. Be that screen might be eating into your bandwidth.
Hey, just gonna put my little MacBook Air under pressure. But yeah, what I was gonna say, let me just keep going. Let me see here. Oh, it was okay. So it looked like there's a problem with the camera.
Oh, okay. You think your camera might be getting a little warm?
My camera not even hot though. I don't know if it was my battery. Probably my battery. Oh. But anyway, like I was saying, definitely one of the you could definitely get everything under $1,000 or right at $1,000, which I think is insane. I think it's a good look. You know what I mean? I don't think everything's got to be super expensive for it to be nice, or for somebody to appreciate it. That's a hell of a gift for a kid right there.
Right. Shout out to 309 Technology jumping in from Philly. Yeah, he said some good tech coming from Motorola. Yeah, we was kind of talking about Motorola earlier and what have you. And we also were discussing some Samsung A-series phones as good alternatives in competition for this iPhone. Other than that is more or less what fits your need when it comes to these type of phones. Are you somebody who wants to be in the Apple ecosystem or who are already in the Apple ecosystem? I do know a lot of Android phones have some learning curves to them So you do get people who sometimes get a little intimidated by Android phones, frustrated easily. I do know I've had some of the worst times explaining how Android phones function when it came to some family members, and I was better off switching them over to Apple. And after I done that, I guess the simplicity of Apple made all their questions disappear. I stopped being the everyday IT person for the family and friends. Don't get me wrong, from day to day, I still get hit with questions, especially at work. But for the most part, it just basically comes down to what phone fits your need. TJ said it basically saying that the people that know what technology and can manage technology pretty well, and as a techie versus a person, that's just an average person that doesn't want to care. Okay. Foldable series with Samsung is about beyond real pins coming back. The pin is coming back, I'm assuming. About technology or anything of that sort, they just want something that works, a phone that works for them and doesn't give them problems. Yeah, basically that's what Apple sells people. I think Apple sells people that more than any other company. They try to sell people the idea of a phone that doesn't really give them problems. Alan says maybe not $1,000, but maybe 1,200. Yeah, for that whole setup with the that Neo, a phone and some AirPods. Yeah, I could see that whole setup being about 1,200. If you got a student discount, that'd be about 1,100. Well, it actually might be under $1,000 if you student discount the Neo and do they got student discounts on iPhones? I'm not sure.
They should. I think they do. I know it's a student discount on a Neo. I'm not sure, but but even if you got somebody, I say, you know what I'm saying, you got a child and you get one on a month to month. How much is that on a month to month? $500, $600.
Okay, 309 say he might be get the S26 Ultra, but I'm going to wait. Yeah, the one thing about Samsung, if you can wait them out a little while longer, you can get a nice sale. They tend to have the advantage when it's the springtime, whereas with the Fold, you got Thanksgiving coming up, Black Friday, you got Christmas, so you're more likely to see sales around that time of the year. Whereas going into the spring and summer, Samsung can kind of wait you out a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then they pre-fold. That's when they start doing some sales. And even not even pre-fold, because then they wanted to be all about the fold at that point. So they're going a lot of times when a new phone coming out from a company, none of their phones is on sale at all because they want the focus to be on that thing they just dropped. But let's move on, guys. Let's turn up, man. Share the stream out, man. Let's turn up, man. I got something nice and different and new. I think this is a pretty dope look right here, guys. Let me see. Not this guy look, but he doing his thing. Black hat, black jacket, like got a mouthful of gold or silver. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing. But that's the official Nothing website right now. But let me pull up a little article here. I think this is a pretty dope looking device. What y'all think about the Nothing Phone 4a, $500 device coming to the United States?
Oh, that's coming to the States?
That's what I seen in one article. Look, it's Nothing revealed this new Phone 4a series yesterday. And in a blink, you'll miss it. Reveal the company is bringing the Phone 4a Pro to the US for the first time. Here's why I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah. Is there an expected date for that?
No, it's some ghetto. Yo, why did my shit keep freezing up, bro? I'm having.
Let's see if I can.
But shit.
Oh, okay, hold on. I did a little Google search on it. It's actually available for pre-order starting March 13th. Full sales launch globally on March 27th. It was announced on the 5th, available in black, silver, and pink color options. US availability for the 4A Pro, price at $499. Now, it's a 6.8 inch phone. Snapdragon 7 Gen 4. 12 gigs of RAM, 256 storage option. 5,080 milliamp battery and 50 watt wired charging.
I just like the way it looked.
Yeah, that phone looks nice.
It's a good desk piece.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a good desk piece.
Oh,
I'm not big on I feel like they got the Snapdragon budget processor in there that's going to do just enough. You know what I mean? It ain't going to go. It ain't nothing that you gotta go crazy with, but you can probably play the game on there. Do a little bit of whatever you need to do on a phone. I'm sure you could do it on this device. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, it's going to draw some attention too with that little display on the back.
Yeah, that little display is cool. I don't even think it's going to do nothing too heavy, but I just like the way it look. Hold on, let me.
I'm quite sure it'll flash a symbol because I'm looking at on the page.
Hold on, what we got going on here?
Uh-oh.
Get your new walk-in shower for cheap.
But on the page, I'm quite sure that little LED may light up. Like if a phone is ringing, then it'll show a phone emblem. If it's some kind of notification, it'll show some kind of icon for that and what have you for a text message.
I think it's clean look. So you got like a pink, a black, silver type look. And it's going to be on Amazon.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a nice phone.
It's gonna be hard to catch.
You think so?
I think they're gonna come out with a few, and it's a good look. It's a dope look and it's a dope price. So it's gonna be, and it's on Amazon, so it's easily. Oh, boom! That's on there now. Boom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be like one of them things that you gotta catch it in stock. I feel like that's what you're gonna have to catch that in stock.
Well, I'm glad they bringing something to the U.S. though, man. They gotta at least try. You know how phone companies start off hitting, making phones for the enthusiasts, and then once they get their foot in the door, they start looking for the mass market appeal. What else about the display? Is a AMOLED display, 1.5K resolution, 144 hertz refresh rate, 5,000 nits HDR. Supporting up to 17 hours of mixed use of music, video, gaming, and messaging. So they're promising 17 hours of battery.
Okay, so you get this let me see. I keep clicking the wrong shit. I'm tripping. I'm sitting here looking at. Okay, so you get and it comes with 12 gigs of RAM. That's not bad.
It's got a metal aluminum body, flat, clean surface.
I think this body is the reason that you don't get any how do you say, this body is the reason you don't get wireless charging, but I'm cool with that. I don't need wireless charging on everything or MagSafe on everything. I like the way it looks.
Right. If it helps keep the price down, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, 12 gig, 256. That's okay. That's about 6 something. And then the 8 gig, 128 is 4 something. So yeah, it ain't bad at all. You get the little glyph interface. That's what they calling that. It's metal. You getting a Pro 3 camera system with some zoom. Take better photos. Getting some essential AI tools. Nothing else, man. Okay. I got a nice little picture of them. That's clean. That's clean.
Yeah, that might.
But
no, I was gonna say that might be a phone that gets some traction for your channel also, because it had a 2 or 3 year head start over in Europe.
Right.
And in the Asian market. So you're gonna, if you do get that phone and bring it to your channel, any creator out there, you're gonna draw a lot of traction overseas.
International
traffic to your channel with this phone.
That's a good look. That's a good look, though. I like this look a lot.
Yeah.
Just something different. Something different. And that's the whole thing that I was just talking about, like the vibe. You know what I mean? Just sometimes it ain't gotta be all about is the best spec or the best camera, but this is just something, you know what I'm saying? Pull out and people gonna be like, oh, what's that? Like, yeah. There's something different. You know what I'm saying? It's something from across the water.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a conversation piece.
Yeah, it's got a 32 megapixel ultra wide, 50 megapixel for telephoto periscope lens. Powered by TrueLens Engine 4. I guess that's the camera processor. It supports Ultra XDR photos and 4K Ultra XDR video. So we're going to see if it can process color and pictures, at a comparable rate with, Google. Google the king when it comes to their picture taking, and I don't expect this to compete with Apple or Samsung for video. So my expectations, in my opinion, I wouldn't really compare that to those phones, but most phones in that price range, like we just looked at with the iPhone, only got one camera lens.
Right. So this got a whole camera array, a whole setup.
Right. And that Pixel, and even the Pixel 10a, 9a only got 2. So it'll be interesting to see how this phone, see how it compares, if it gets any traction here in North America. I think it can, but it may start off, one of those phones where you just happen to hear about it, and it has to grow organically from that. Maybe people recommending a phone and people having the guts to buy the phone, because you could recommend a phone all day. A lot of people may still may not buy it, no matter how you recommend the phone to somebody.
That's what it is. But yeah, that's all I got for today, Rob.
All right.
Yeah, I was just thinking that it's been a lot of nice little new budget tech out here, though, guys. But yeah, so it's about 9:20, guys. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get ready to shut it down. This is episode 3, folks. Episode 3 of the Rob and BG show. Rob the host, me just the sidekick.
Whatever. Whatever. We co-host.
But
co-host. We in a little while we're gonna be like Mason and Cameron.
Like Killer. Oh, pause, killer.
Anyhow,
Cameron get up there saying anything.
But yeah, shout out to the people in the chat. 309. Let me run through your comments right quick. I don't want you to think we not paying you attention before we sign off here. But he said the Nothing phone, nice. Yo, Nothing have to having a program where you could get the phone for a reasonable price. That's good. Forget about 128. Facts. This is a very metallic, sexy looking phone. Yeah, it's a nice looking phone. Very great mid-range phone. And Infinix. I don't know what that means, but appreciate you commenting and participating with us in the tech. Be on the lookout next week. We're going to have another great reaction video for you guys. If you didn't catch the reaction video we did about the McDonald's CEO trying out a Mech Arch, please check that out in the video. We did that a little early on in our stream. We like to mix things up with tech and pop culture and talk about what's going on today other than just tech. So some of our reaction videos will vary in range and what have you. And I'm going to start sourcing a lot of those videos from the next episode because we do be borrowing that information from other creators. So we got to start crediting those creators that we're borrowing that information from. So we're going for the next. So if you want to look at these videos on your own, we're going to give you the creator's name and you can go check it out and some of their other content if you want to check their content out. But other than that, like BG says, episode 3, hopefully we'll have our phones and we can give you an update on what we think about our Galaxy Ultra 26. Anything else you want to say in closing, BG?
Man, this episode 3, man, I appreciate everybody to stop by. Definitely, guys, we just working on this thing, trying to bring the best energy possible and some of the best tech news content, just regular off news. I want to shout out all the military members. Thank them for their service because there's a lot going on in the world right now. And, in that situation, no matter what you think or your personal feelings, you just got to do what you got to do because you signed up for it. So, really my prayers is with them and a lot of things that's going on out here. So, yeah, I just wanted to put that out there on a different spin, on a different note. But, yeah, I don't really got nothing else to say, man. Like I said, I appreciate everybody that came through. Next week, we on Rob channel. Or we shout out to Alan. We probably should try to start to get that if we can, if it's possible.
Yeah.
That we was talking about.
Yeah,
because I see it I've seen it, and maybe we can get that going and see how that goes. I mean, it really don't matter at this point right now, but just to see if we get it on both sides of the map, and then maybe it could drum up some type of, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I gotta figure out how that worked though, because I didn't know if both streams just run off of both channels or what, but we'll figure it out.
We'll look into it, guys. But yeah, I'm gonna stop running my mouth so much in front of y'all. But peace, guys. We out. It's episode 3. Love y'all. Love y'all.
Right.
You hear?
Peace.
Stay up, you heard?
Yep.